No shit. So why are you fucking jerking me off and saying I'm?
You're right. I was wrong.
Oh, so you're agreeing with me? Oh, what should I do with the agreement? Should I take it to the bank and put it in my safety deposit box and cash it in later? Oh, hey, bank teller, this guy told me he agreed with me being wrong. Could I put this in the safety deposit box so I can mature into a mutual fund and I can just cash it in later?
You're right. That was a dumb question. Dumb statement.
Well, why don't you fucking tell me what you want and then you can make a.
I don't know. That's why I'm the math student. You teach me.
No, I am teaching you. You already know what you want. Let me ask you a question. Are you going to get hungry later today?
Yes.
Okay, so will you go get food on your own, or will you call me up and go, hey, should I go eat and get food?
I'm going to get food on my own.
Okay, so you know that. So why are you pretending like you don't know what you want?
That's why I came here. Look, I'm the student. You're the teacher.
I know, and now I'm
right.
teaching you. I just taught you that it's a lie to say you don't know what you want. You've learned something about math just now. I just told you. It's a lie to tell me you don't know what you want.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
No. I don't want your agreement. I do not give a flying fuck about your agreement. I care about your response. Answer the question. You ask me a lot of questions. You put a lot of demands on me. I'm going to put a demand on you you've never had in your life. What do you want?
I want women.
No shit. See, that's called math. That's the first step.
Yes.
But you want something beyond that. You don't want just a woman. I want a woman too, but I want something beyond that. If I said, hey, I want a woman, people think I'm a serial killer, like, oh, I'm collecting a body or a woman thing. No, I want something more than just I want a woman. So you have to now say math law number 2, which that dickhead obviously didn't post. Where is that asshole? He didn't even fucking post it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your assignment. If you want me to help you out, I'm going to give you an assignment. Can you do it? It's pretty simple.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I want you to take the 3 math laws that I have pinned.
Okay.
And because dickheads always ask me, hey, what should I do with these math, or what are the math laws? It's fucking disingenuous and just like you. I want you to put them, you know how to like Photoshop or use Illustrator or anything like just visual graphics?
Yeah, I can do that, man.
Okay. I want you to take those 3 math laws, separate them onto 3 lines, and put just 3 pictures next to them. So math law number 1, math law number 2, math law number 3. So I'll have to just easily reference it in the chat. I can just post it in there. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, can you give me a sec to work on it?
Yeah, I'll be right here. I'll wait till you're. Actually, I got to go in a little bit, but I'll come back and check it. I'll be here for a little bit right now.
Don't leave.
Oh, do you want me to wait till you come back?
No. Do it right now.
All right, I'm working on it.
Go ahead. Actually, everybody here, you know what would be a great idea? Everybody here can do the same math homework. I want you to take the 3 math laws, write them down on 3 separate lines and like in a picture, and just put 3 words and. Let me know when you have it. I'll just post them in here so we can all reference them. So nobody can ever ask me that stupid question again. Hey, what are the math laws that you just posted and you keep referring to that are in the pins, but I'm too stupid to read? We just posted.
Ask you a question.
Did you hear what I said? Hello? I got talking to myself. A second. Student. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make that a requirement to talk in here. Unless you have written the 3 math laws down and put 3 pictures next to them. I don't care what pictures they are.
Oh, shit. I can't post it, though. I don't have any likes.
Okay, you just message me the thing and I'll post it for you. Actually, wait. I can make you hold on. I'll make you a math application. There you go. Can you post in the chat now? You should be able to post in the chat.
Hang on a second.
Actually, yeah. Why don't I just fucking let everybody type? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Let me just fucking.
You said it confuses you.
No, it's it wouldn't be confusing if you didn't type while I was typing. So it's not that it confuses me.
It looks like I can type, but I can't attach.
Me by typing while I'm talking. So that's a problem. That's why I originally stopped allowing you to do it. But I realized I got a better way of now handling you typing. So I'm just gonna allow everybody to send messages to the chat. Hold me. Attach files, embed links, read message history. Okay, so everybody, I could probably get rid of math application then right now. I think. Math
okay.
Yeah, I can do it.
All right,
can you
ready?
Everybody type now?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so let me get rid of one category. I'll get rid of this category. How do I fucking get rid of this category? Jesus Christ.
Can it be any picture?
when I say any picture, what does that mean to you?
He's, oh my God, Bacon, what are you doing? I'm doing the math thing that he asked me for.
You
What the fuck
stupid
are you
asshole.
talking about, Bacon?
Where's Bacon? I need to
Idiot.
get Bacon out. Bacon, if you say one more stupid thing today, I'm going to kick you out of class for the day. Do you understand me?
Jesus.
Bacon. Bacon. All right, you're out for the day.
Yeah, he's just ridiculous, man.
Well, listen, he will learn. Math is very educational. That's the great thing I love about math. It's very educational.
Okay, you ready for my answer?
Hold on 1 second. I'm making everybody the same role, so we don't have to worry about.
Best if you're unmuting everyone anyway.
Boom. Let's get math. Let's go roles. Math student. Drop applicants. Oh, I could just get rid of the role.
This is good because like I can like be the first to answer the question, and then people can also give their answers also.
I don't care if you're first or last answering a question. In fact, you answer the question.
I know. I'm sorry.
If you knew that, you wouldn't say it. So the only reason you said that is for my benefit. I want you to say things for your benefit from now on. If you make a stupid answer, you make a math mistake, you take accountability for it. You don't say, I'm sorry, I knew that. You didn't know that.
I take accountability.
First place.
It's important to take accountability.
Thanks for lecturing me for that. What do you want, a high five? Hey, guys, it's important to take accountability. Who are you talking to?
Okay, you ready for my answer?
No. 1 second. Almost made everybody a math student. Let's see. Boom. 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 Math student.
There is no math.
Math student. Who's the stupid person in the room?
Hold on a sec. Josh. Quiet, man.
Josh. Can you shut your fucking stupid mouth when you come in here? This is a math stupid class.
There is no math.
I'm sorry, what?
There is no math.
Why? Show your work. Listen, I'll
Look,
humor.
I'm first. I got
as
my
long as you
answer.
show your work, I'll humor bad answers. Give me the reason why.
Because there are no math laws.
Why not?
Because there's nowhere to be found.
That's not a reason why. Tell me the reason why there are no math laws.
Because math doesn't exist.
Okay, you're too stupid to be in this class. You're gonna lie to me. So come back tomorrow.
Okay, I'm ready. Are you?
1 second. I'll make sure. Is everybody server unmuted? Everybody unmuted? Everybody should be unmuted. If you're unmuted, please let me know. Listen, math is the good thing about math is we always give second chances because math is that is just math. It's not my law, it's math law. So the good thing is you can always come back tomorrow, even if you fuck up in class today. All right, I'll go ahead and post it.
Okay, here you go. I also enjoyed what you said about accountability, but here's my answer for the math problem.
Okay.
And I do agree that people should be held accountable, Charles.
I agree.
Izumi, you pedo faggot.
Right. I agree, Ann.
How was that 15-year-old's pussy?
Yeah, I'm a bad guy. I went to jail for that, Ann.
Yeah, what else did you go to jail for, faggot?
No. What are you saying?
Just rolled right over that.
Tell me. I already know I'm a bad person. Listen, if you send me a gun in the mail, I'll use it on myself. I agree. Listen, I agree. Listen, I agree with your listen to me. I know you're a child. I agree with your judgment. I'm a bad person. I agree with that. So what I've been doing with the rest of my life is finding out why I'm a bad person and what to do about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. We understand I'm a bad person. Now I've been
fuck.
What to do about it. Now what?
You know so well.
Now what?
Hey, look, I'm proud of you.
That's my whole life. That's why I wrote that book, so you wouldn't have to meet evil people like me. So I'm doing something to help the world out. What are you doing? I agree with you. If you send me a gun right now, I agree I'm an evil person, and I'll kill myself. Great. I've accepted your judgment. Will you accept my judgment? Hello?
Yeah, come on, Tom. Are you gonna accept his judgment or what?
I don't even know what that means to accept your judgment.
It means that you think I'm a piece of shit. I agree with you. I'm a piece of shit. I've done evil things. I agree with that. So
hey, remember,
listen,
hey.
Tom, listen. I agree with your judgment. I'm an evil person. I'm a piece of shit. I agree with you.
Do you still want to diddle kids?
Listen, I deserve death. I agree with you. If you sent me a gun in the mail, I would use it. I agree with all of you things you said. All I've been doing for the rest of my life is figuring out why I'm an evil person and how to fix it so you don't end up an evil person. So, Tom, I'm going to ask you one more time, and if you're too dishonest to answer, I'm kicking you out of math class for today. I'm a bad person. I agree with you. Now, I want you to answer me a question. Now that I'm a bad person, what should I do about it? Because that's all I've been trying to do about it. Just figure out what to do about it. How to fix you guys or prevent you guys from becoming bad people. Go ahead, Tom. Answer me. Oh, wait.
Oh fuck.
Tom, are you there? Go ahead.
Yeah, you just unmuted me. Yeah. I'll tell you what not to fucking do about it. Not
No,
to
no.
make
See, you lied again. I told you to tell me what to do about it, not what not to do about it. Okay, come back tomorrow.
Tom didn't lie.
I'm sorry, what?
Tom didn't lie. He just didn't do what you
No,
wanted.
he did lie. He did lie. Because if he didn't lie, he would answer my question. See, that's why I know he's lying.
No, that's not a lie other than what you told him. You're being oppressive.
Okay, you tell me what I should do. You tell me what I should do. I'm a bad person. I accept it. Like I told you, I accept your judgment. I deserve death, and I would willingly, voluntarily. You don't have to get your hands dirty. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, just FYI, there was a person in here last night that was like 15, bro.
And they're banned. This
Just seems like you know. I kind of feel like you lured her in here.
How did I lure her in here when I kicked her out and banned her?
I'm just saying that's the word on the.
Okay, they could say the word on the street wherever. I just told you. Everybody saw it.
I think they informed the Discord like
they can do whatever. I don't care. I just told you. I banned people that are not adults in this class. If you're not of age, if you're not
you have
a PO, what do you mean a PO?
you on parole?
No.
You may want to leave Discord, buddy.
Why?
There's just rumors swirling out there that you're not really.
That I'm not really what?
I mean, look at your room right now. Math teacher, math student. Doesn't it just look like it was designed to lure in children?
I thought I just told you. This is only for adults. I don't understand what you're saying.
Just seems a little weird, buddy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you're not.
Math student.
That's not all you're saying. Come back tomorrow.
Student.
Want to tell me the truth? Okay. Anybody else want to tell me the truth?
Yeah, me.
Math student. We already said that. I agree. I agree with you. I'm a bad person. I already said that.
Yo,
math rules.
am I
Hold on.
audible?
Hold on. I gotta change the settings because you guys are not listening to me. I just told you. I already agreed with your judgment. This is exactly why I took the ability to post off in the first place, because I told you I agree with your judgment. I agree I deserve death. I agree I'm a bad person. I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to say, number one, I'm trying to figure out why I'm bad, and then number two, I'm trying to prevent you from being bad. So I already agree with your judgment. So I don't know why you guys are telling me I'm bad. I already agree.
Yes, I would like to help you figure out why it is you're a bad person.
Hold on 1 second. Let me change the roles here to accommodate.
I think public scrutiny is extremely important.
I agree too. I agree with you 1,000%. That's how I found out I was bad in the first place. Public scrutiny. Hold on 1 second. Okay, save changes. Okay. Let's go. Man, I agree with you. Okay. Did we get everything? Okay. Let's go. We're all here? Go ahead. Hello?
Yeah, so are there things that happened to you in your past that you believe contributed to you being a piece of shit?
I wrote the book about it. Yes, that's why I wrote the book. I definitely contributed to it. The main contributor was, well, it's all in the book. There's so many things to talk about. That's why I put it all in the book, to help guys like you not end up like me.
Nobody's read your book.
Well, then I guess you won't figure it out then.
Why don't you just say it?
What? How dumb are you? There's so much to say.
Do you think it makes you a better person to keep calling people names?
Okay, I'll tell you what. It'll make me a better person if you listen to me, because I told you why would you be a bad person? Are you going to tell a bad person what to do since you're so holier than
You're
thou?
asking me what you should do.
Okay, tell me what I should do.
Stop insulting people. Stop
Okay,
lashing out at people.
Now what should I do?
No,
If
listen.
you want to be the
should
better
clean your
person, if
room.
you're actually acknowledging that you're a shit person, actually work towards being a better person.
I know, but you haven't told me how yet.
I've already explained to you 2 reasons. Well, 2 ways to do that.
How
Stop
do I do?
insulting people. Stop lashing out and attacking people.
Okay, stop insulting, stop lashing out. Okay, am I a better person now? I have stopped lashing out and I've
You
stopped.
haven't done that.
Okay, hold on. I don't know what to do. I mean, if I okay, let's test your theory out. Okay, I'm not insulting anybody right now. I'm not lashing out right now. Am I a better person? Can anybody answer that question? Does that make me a good person? I've just stopped lashing out right now.
Yes, it means you have better character.
Did you
I
mute
don't feel like
Jova?
I don't feel like I have better character.
Did you mute that guy?
Which guy?
The guy with the skull?
No, I haven't met him.
What
Joe-
do you think was the leading contributor to your actions?
My parents, for sure, because I learned that everything that happened, everything that I was shaped by. Like, I've never had a conversation about a relationship. I've never had any like guidance. Like, that's why I wrote the book for you guys, because all the stuff I wrote in it was all the stuff everyone had told me. I've never been told anything about how to like interact with people. That's why I was so awkward around people. I never knew what to do. But now I know what to do. That's why I'm teaching you guys what I made it in a math, so you guys would understand it. It would be like irrespective of culture, anybody could apply it. And now I've proven it, because now people like me. People want to talk to me. And that wasn't the case before. So I've proven it. My work is proven. So now, you know, I'll take the judgment. I'll just say I'm a bad person, go away and die. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But don't you care about your future at least? Forget about my future.
Well, yes, I care about my future and things like that, but I'm just like I'm more focused on like you at the moment, right? Like
I just said my future's
talk
over.
about you.
I know. I just did. I just told you my future's over. I deserve death. I'm a bad person. So I'm
Yeah,
willing-
let's get into that. Like, why do you think
No,
you deserve
listen. I agree with that. So now my life is over. Why are you worried about my life? It's already over.
Oh, because I think you said something like we're gonna help you understand your past or some shit. That's why I came in here.
No, I already understand my past. I already understand I'm a bad person. I just told you. I agree with everybody's judgment. I'm a bad person. I deserve death. I agree with that statement. So now what?
Why don't you just change, or is that
That's
just
what
too
I'm doing.
hard?
That's what I don't understand. That's exactly what I'm doing. I told you. I've written this entire book to help people like you, not like people like me.
Like, do you feel like you have taken responsibility for your actions?
If I write a book, I mean, how stupid are you? You're asking me you say I'm a bad person. Don't you think the ultimate responsibility is to judge myself and I condemn myself, which I have done, and now I deserve death? Isn't that the worst punishment we give criminals is death? I accept that judgment. I'm willing to die. Good, kill me. I agree with that judgment. So how is that not taking responsibility? You make the stupidest statements.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, do you feel like you've taken responsibility?
God.
Do you feel
Hold
like
on.
that's what you've done?
Hold on. You're too dumb to be in here. Come back tomorrow. Jesus Christ. Does anybody understand how dumb this guy is? I just told him, I'm a bad person. I deserve death. I agree with you. And? Does anybody else have anything to say? No?
You lied when you said you didn't mute the guy with the skull.
I told him to come back tomorrow. What are you talking about? Oh, wait a second. He's still in here. Wait a second. Hello. Are you there? This guy with the skull?
Yo, what up?
Yo.
Why'd you say you didn't mute me?
What? I thought I banned you, and then I just looked down on the screen.
Why would you ban me?
Because you didn't listen. I just told you. I accepted your judgment, and I want to know how to get better. So
And I gave you 2 ways in which
Why
you should
don't
work.
Why don't you kill yourself?
I agree. Send me a gun, I'll kill myself. I agree with you.
All right, look, there's household items you could use to do it. Why
That's
haven't
true.
you done?
I agree with you. I agree with you. That's true.
So what are you waiting for?
I'm a coward, so it'd be easier with a gun because it's instantaneous decision.
You wouldn't deal with the gun either.
What's that?
If
So
you're a
not
coward, you
ready to
wouldn't
accept
deal
the
with
That's,
the gun.
that's according to you. But again, you're worried about my death, which I agree with. I agree with. I already agree with that. So I just want to figure out why and what to do about it so other people see. If you're really a moral person, hold on. If you're really a moral person, you wouldn't be concerned with my death. You'd be concerned with how to
Well, you
prevent.
could like climb on top of your roof and just like jump down.
You're not even listening. See, this is the problem. This is how I know you people are evil. This is why you guys.
It doesn't sound like you're willing to receive your judgment, bud. So it doesn't
No, I
sound
agree
like you're
with
not
the
ready.
I'm just scared of having the judgment. I agree with it totally.
Well, then you need to just
hold on. You guys, that's how I know you guys are evil, immoral people, because all you care about is my death. You don't care about fixing the problem.
I mean, I know that if you're in the ground tomorrow, there's probably a good chance that a
That doesn't fix the problem, though. That doesn't fix future people from becoming that way. I'm fixing future people from.
You are still a risk. Your behavior with Layla was clearly indicative of someone who is.
How is it? I told her to go away. I
coming to
told
the
her
chat
to go
room, and young ladies coming to the chat
Hold on.
room.
Hold on. Listen, I told her to go away, and everybody in the chat room told me.
No, you made her say that she loves
Wait,
you.
wait, wait. How did I make her say anything when this is? Listen,
And your name. You
listen. How did I make her say anything? This is a server. She doesn't have to be in here. I just told her if she doesn't like me, go away. It's very simple. So you're being disingenuous when I made her do anything. How can I make her do anything? She can just leave the room. So you're a liar. How can you prove that I can make her do anything? Go ahead.
Okay, can someone explain to me what the fuck I missed?
I'm asking this guy. Tell me how you prove. Tell me how you prove that I can make her do anything. Go ahead.
Yeah, the court isn't concerned about whether or not you can make her; it's whether or not you do attempt to. So if you attempt to make a young lady,
Would the court,
12-year-old coming.
Listen, would the court go, hey, you made her do something by giving her a choice? How is that even? How is that that violates the definition of make you? Make you do something means I remove your choice. You have the choice to not listen to me and go away. So how is that making do any? How am I making anybody do anything? They have a choice to not listen to me 100% of the time. Answer the question.
You know, your title is Love Equals Math. You say, hey, let's talk about math, and then you start talking about love with a 12-year-old. That's what's happening.
Okay, you're
not okay.
You're once again you're ignoring my question. I told you this isn't an 18. If you're under 18, you're not allowed to ban somebody who was 15 and came in here and tried to get in here. I told them right at the start, you're not allowed in here until you're of age. This is an adult conversation. Anybody else want to not lie? I mean, we could have the. Anybody? So that's the conversation for the day. I think I server muted everybody. Server unmuted everybody. Sorry, you're back. You're back.
All right, so I got here about 5 minutes ago, tops. The fuck did I miss?
Well, they said I'm a bad person. I agree with them. They said I deserve death. I agree with them. I deserve death. And now the only question is,
Okay, my question is, why do you deserve death? So I can
I'm
actually.
a bad person. Listen, I agree with their assessment. I'm a bad person. But my question
He's a pedophile.
My question is, why am I a bad person? And how do I prevent future people becoming bad like me? That's my only concern now. My concern is not with my life because I already agree with their judgment. I'm a bad person. I deserve death. I agree with that.
Well, I think we need to make distinction between moral judgments or ethical statements and legal evasion, because I mean, the legal system is kind of just an excuse system, right?
Yeah, it is. It's not really moral because, like I said, if these guys were really moral, like they claim, they would be concerned with protecting everybody on Earth, like their future. So they would be like, how do we prevent people like this from existing? And the real evil thing is they are the cause of me existing. That's what they don't want to admit. Because again, as I mentioned, nobody ever taught me how to relate to people. Nobody taught me. So how would I even know? What was my reference point? How would I know how to talk to anybody? I never had that conversation with my parents. The only conversations I had were with movies. That's it. And friends. And they got the same information I got. They don't know I do. Otherwise, they would have told me. So I wrote the whole book. Basically, I wish everything my parents had told me, that's what I put in that book for you guys. So you don't have to fuck up your lives. My life's already fucked up. I agree with their assessment. My life is okay, good. So what about your lives, though? Why are you so concerned about my life? I already agree I'm a bad person. I deserve death, and my life is fucked. I already agree with all those statements. So why aren't you concerned with your lives? If you're truly moral, why aren't you concerned with other people you have hope for? Why would you be concerned with a person you don't have hope for? That shows you have evil intentions. Because if you're trying to cause a person who's already suffering to suffer more, I mean, they imply that I'm not suffering my entire life. I've only been suffering my entire life growing up. Why would they want me to suffer more? That's only an evil. Another person. Anybody? Well, Nobody has an answer because they know I'm telling the truth. Only evil people want other people to suffer. I don't want people to suffer. That's why I wrote the book.
What's your explanation for your treatment of Layla? What is that? What is that? Give me the why. If I can understand the reason
Okay, just
behind
like
your justifications, that
you.
would help me.
Okay, just
understand
like
that.
you. I want people to end up like good people. What she is doing is she's mocking and just trying to cause me to suffer. So I wouldn't teach my children that way. So why would I allow her to do that to me?
Didn't you say that you deserve punishment?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so
So the
say
ultimate
deserve. Aren't
hold on. What's the ultimate punishment?
I'm not sure. What do you?
You don't know what the ultimate punishment is?
Yeah.
You know from the legal system what the ultimate punishment. What is it?
It would be death, right?
Right. I accept that punishment. I agree with that. I agree with that judgment.
Right. Okay, so why would people wanting bad things to happen to you be showing evil intentions?
Because
considering you think
they're
it's
not
thing?
because they're not telling me what they would do for the people that are still here that they still have hope for. That is who I'm concerned.
What does that have to do with anything? If someone says that they think that you deserve death, how would that be unjust under your position?
It's not unjust. I just told you. I agree with that. I'm not saying it's unjust. I just said I agree with that.
When you were saying that the people in the room have evil intentions,
Yeah,
the justification that
the people listen
they
to
want
listen to me. The people who have evil intentions are the people who do not tell you why you're this way or how to fix it. That is you. That is why you have evil intentions. That's how I know you're an evil person, because you don't tell me what to do instead of it. That's why I wrote the book. Hold on one second. Yo. All right. Where was I? Go ahead. Oh, did I mute this guy? Hold on a second. Which guy are you? I forgot. Hello? Is he there? Oh, there you are. Go ahead. Hello?
Okay, so look, presumably they're not going to be interested in preserving you, so they're not going to tell you how
Not me. Listen, dummy, not me. Forget me. I accept their judgment. I'm evil. I'm bad. I deserve death. I already agree with all those statements. Forget me. I'm talking about you and other people who you have hope for, who are not fucked. What do you do for them?
the only person that people in this chat are telling to like that you should die and stuff like that is you, right? So how are they being evil when they say that, considering you also agree with the sentiment?
I agree with it, but you're ignoring me. You're evil because I just told you clearly what I am concerned with, and you completely ignored that, which shows me you're evil. Your evil intention. You just ignore that. So come back tomorrow.
I don't.
Ugh, fucking hate evil people. Fuck. I mean, I agree. I'm an evil person, but I'm at least trying to do something about it. I'm at least trying to help you guys or people who aren't fucked. Why aren't you? See, if you were so moral, you would be concerned with people who aren't fucked, or people who have hope, or people who, you prevent the problem from happening. That's my only concern, prevent the problem from happening. I already agree with your judgment. I'm an evil person. I deserve death. I already agree with your judgment. But none of you so-called moral people have the same concern I have concern with. So it makes me question how moral you really are.
I mean, aren't there better people than people on the internet that could help you?
No, but listen, my life is fucked, as they told me. I'm a bad, evil person. I agree with them. So why would I even consider help for myself? Forget about me. I'm fucked. I want to help other people.
Well, wouldn't they hold the answers to your questions?
No, as they just demonstrated, they're evil people too. Evil people can't help anybody. Only moral people can help people.
Are you moral?
No, I'm not moral.
You're trying to help.
I just told you, I'm an evil person. I deserve death. I agree with their judgment. I'm a bad person. So now I'm trying to prevent you from having a bad life. That's why I wrote the book. so that if I had parents that loved me, they would have written that book to me. That is what I as a person who wants love, this is what I require for love, and that's what I wrote in there. So
Right, I understand that. I understand
if
that.
my parent had taught me that, what I didn't know, I wish they had taught me that. I
But
was that.
what you just said was that only moral people can help others.
Yes.
Right? And so if you're still evil, is your book really going to help anyone?
Maybe it won't. I agree. So maybe you should just delete it and burn it and say, hey, this is written by an evil person. And I agree with that statement. So maybe it's off. Maybe my math is off and maybe you should delete it. I agree. That's a possibility. So, but you don't have to worry about me. You should be worrying about your life and future people around you and how they could not end up like me. That would be my concern if I was a moral person.
Well, don't you see yourself as kind of like the end of an equation or something?
I don't understand what that even means or has to do with anything.
A product of the environment or something
Right,
like
I
that?
agree. I'm a product of the environment, so I'm trying to fix the environment. My book is an attempt to fix the environment. Like this guy said, it may be wrong, but it's my attempt, and I haven't seen your attempts, so it's the best I have. And plus, I've been looking for an attempt all my life. I've been looking for people to guide me my entire life. I haven't found them, so I had to write my own book. If you could point me to something that would help me or tell me something that would help me, I would have used it long ago. I haven't found it, so I had to write my own book.
I think you should look at academic resources.
Yeah, but you just saying that, I've been doing that my whole.
Do you believe in redemption?
No, not for me. Maybe for other people, but not for me. I believe my life is fucked. I mean, I believe I behave in a very good way. Like right now, I mean, my past is obviously evil, but right now I'm good to people. So, but I don't excuse my past. So I say my good deeds don't neglect my bad deeds. I mean, they don't counteract. You can't deny the bad deeds I've done, even if I'm only do good deeds from this point forward. It doesn't counteract the bad deeds, because redemption would mean that if you had something bad in your past, that thing could not affect your future. But all these people, these supposedly moral people, are telling me there's no escape from my past. So I'm agreeing with them. I'm beyond redemption. There's no escape from my past.
I don't think you're being honest when you say that you agree with them. I think that you wouldn't have written the book.
Right. I don't strictly agree with them. I think they're liars, but according to their logic, I'm using their logic and saying, if they agree that my past cannot be undone, and I'm always responsible for my past, I deserve death for my past. And I say I agree with their statements. I deserve death for my past. So according to their logic, I'm irredeemable. And so since I accept their judgment, I also have to accept their logic that I'm not redeemable. So now that I know that, I don't need to focus on myself. I already accept the judgment. I'm bad. I'm evil. I deserve death. If I died and got hit by a car, I wouldn't cry over it. I'd actually long for it, because I've been suffering my whole life because I haven't found out why I'm evil, and I haven't found out how to fix it so future people aren't turn out like me. Now that's why I wrote the book, so I could attempt to tell people, hey, this is what the problems I went through. I don't want you to go through the same thing as me.
So that we can increase the efficacy of public scrutiny, are you willing to lay out what it is that you did and the mechanism by which you determined that it was bad?
I've already done that, and obviously they can already Google it. And the real proof that I am accountable to it is I accept the judgment. If I wasn't accountable, I would never accept the judgment.
Are you talking about the legal judgment, or when you say you did something bad, it seems like you're making
sin. I believe there are evil people giving me the judgment, but regardless, I don't care if it's from a person or an evil person. I consider myself a moral person, and I, as a moral person, believe I deserve death. They, as immoral people, believe I deserve death. So in both cases, I accept the judgment. I accept it. I'm a bad person. I accept it. Go ahead.
Is that a legal judgment you're accepting, or an ethical judgment?
I agree with both moral and legal judgments. I agree with both. So the legal one may be off, but I still agree with it. And the moral one is definitely correct, and I agree with that.
What is the mechanism by which you're achieving moral standards? Are you a theist, or are you using a sense of goodness for well-being and health? I'm just curious.
That's what I wrote in the book. I discovered math in my journey to try to fix the problem, I discovered math. And I realized math has always been, always will be, is absolute. And the only way to assure a certain outcome, a certain behavior, assure that people turn out good, is to follow guidelines to how to become good. The best guideline I know of is math. It is the ultimate good thing because it never changes. You can always depend on it. To me, a good thing is dependable. So that's why I only rely on math. I have many emotional assessments. I could lie to you right now. I could say I'm a good person, I'm a bad person. I could become emotional, but the math will always say the correct thing. So I depend on the math, not my emotional state. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So when you say something is good or bad, what is the objective standard that you're ascribing to?
Math. If it's incorrect, it's bad. If it's correct, it's good. That's math.
Yeah, I agree, but how do we make a moral claim about an action, for example, being correct or incorrect?
How could these people what's their standard for saying I'm an evil? Wouldn't they have to have a standard for that?
It's probably a legal judgment.
But obviously we make law. The laws aren't always here. We make the laws, so they have to have a basis for making the laws. Why would they make that law?
I would say some of them are appealing to their own personal desires. Some of them are appealing to
I agree. So
ancient
we need
text,
to find out
etc.
something that's fair for everybody. That's works for everybody. That's everybody can be accountable to some standard that doesn't change, that everybody agrees with. The only thing I can think of is math, because if I agree by your standard, yours is probably different than mine based on how you're raised. So it'll be immoral just by virtue of not agreeing. Not everybody has the same chance to meet that standard. It should be a standard that's accessible to everybody. And the only standard I know is math.
But what we run into here seems like the is-ought distinction, right?
Okay,
How
but
do we have
I don't care about any of that. Listen, I don't care about any of that. I care about how do we make good people or just prevent people from like me from existing. How do we do that? I've made an attempt. I wrote a book about it. If you don't know how to do that, then you're of no help to me. I just want to know how to prevent people from me like existing and make good people like you exist. Whoever you want to exist that you think is good.
I'm just having difficulty understanding the is-ought distinction.
Well, it's probably because
math.
book. It's probably because you haven't read my book.
I did read your book. I read a 126 page book.
You haven't read it.
Maybe I don't think that you can conclude that I didn't read it, but maybe
You
I
told
didn't.
me. You just told me how many pages you read, which is not the full book, which means you didn't read it. That's math.
Then I made a mistake. Can I get a link to the full book?
You didn't make a mistake. You lied.
I did not intend to deceive, but I would like to read the entire book.
That's a lie in itself.
I thought the book was only 126 pages.
I'm sorry. What's the point? Listen, the point of the pages, it's not relevant. The only concern I have is how do we produce good people?
Well, it seems like most people are good. I mean, they don't get to the point that you did.
If they were so good, why do I feel so bad? They're so good. Because usually I consider I've made people feel good. That's why people like hanging around me and talking to me, interacting with me, because I make them feel good. But when I interact with people, I feel bad. So I want to know, why do I feel bad? If I'm supposedly learning about morality, and I've learned that now I know how to make people feel good, why do I feel bad? Why do you make me feel bad if you're so moral? Shouldn't you make me feel good? Why do I feel bad talking? Why do I feel guilty talking? I already feel guilty. I felt guilty. So now you add more guilt to me. How are you moral? I already feel guilty. How are you moral? I already feel bad. Now what? I'm stuck. So that's why I wrote the book. So I wouldn't be stuck talking to people like you who made me feel bad my entire life. I already feel guilty. My entire life I feel guilty. Last night I was fucking a girl that I'm dating, and we were talking about it. I never cried so because I cried because it just dawned on me. I know mathematically and intellectually the problem, but it dawned on me emotionally. And that's why I was holding all this pain in. And I just cried the hardest I've ever cried in my life, because I just realized, like, my whole life I just feel bad. I just feel like a bad, guilty person. I agree with everything everybody says here. So I don't understand why you're continuing to try to make me feel bad. You are evil people. I realize you are the problem. You are the evil people, because I felt bad my whole life growing up. And you're not changing that. You're no different than my mom, than my dad, than my peers, my friends, my teachers. No different than anybody in my life. you know,
Whoa.
anybody. Who's made me feel good? Who's taught me how to be a good person? Nobody. I don't know that. That's a book.
Why do you think your parents treated you badly?
I don't know. You fucking tell me. What do you think I've been trying my whole life, dumbass? The whole life I've been figuring out. Why do they mistreat me? Why do they do this? I don't know. I have no idea.
Do you think perhaps they saw something in you that they didn't like?
Maybe. They didn't tell me. Maybe. I wouldn't know. They didn't tell me. How am I supposed to know as a kid? How am I supposed to know about the world? Did you know about the world when you were 5? Did you know about the world when you were molested? I didn't either.
You were molested?
Yeah, it's in the book. Did you read the book?
No, I didn't read your book, but you were molested at 5? That's awful.
Yes. I agree. So I'm trying to make a world where people aren't molested, where children aren't molested. They don't have to fear being molested.
I have a question for you. Were you attracted to the children, or were you like living out some kind of like recollection of your past?
My crime is a 15-year-old girl, not like a little infant.
Well, I understand that, right? But were you trying to like live out what happened to you, or were you like actually sexually attracted to her?
No, listen, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like I dressed her up and said "Daddy" and sit on my lap. It wasn't all that. It was just the fact that she was 15. That was the problem. It wasn't. I didn't play out like any fantasy role like that.
No, I'm not saying you did. I was asking, right? If you could do some introspection, right? Was it on your part like a sexual need on your part, or was it more like you trying to like live out what happened to you in a sense?
I don't know which. Like, I'm not sure which. Like, I don't understand your question. Like, what do you mean live out? Like, here's how we met. Where there's this diary posting site. I wrote my thoughts, about all my suffering. I happened to read her diary. It's like a public site, and so we were just reading, and I put 2 and 2 together now later in hindsight that she was suffering because she had a shitty life too. And when I read her work, it was very moving to me. I was like, this is a work adult. And I'm like, I was attracted to it. It was very beautiful writing. It was very beautiful poetry. And then I found out her age, she's 15. And I just thought, oh, she's average 15. And then I put 2 and 2 together later. I'm a beautiful artist. I produce beautiful art. I'm like, why did I produce such beautiful art where people comment on my art? And I realized it's because art is an adult theme. It is an expression of all the suffering that people are trying to look for, the joy that people look for in life. I can produce. I can make beautiful paintings, beautiful projects, beautiful books, beautiful everything. Like talking to you right now is a beautiful thing. Teaching you how to guide you is a beautiful thing. I've never had any of this in my life. Nobody's ever taught me or guided me like I'm guiding you guys. So I realized that writing was very beautiful, so I was attracted to it. Then I found out she was 15, and when we met, and it's like, well, fuck. I didn't care at that point. I didn't have any boundaries. Nobody taught me boundaries, so we fucked. I got caught by the cops, went to jail, was labeled a sex offender, and then now here I am. I'm a shitty person, and I've always been a shitty person, and I'm stuck because nobody's telling me how to not be a shitty person. So I had to write a book to future people who aren't fucked like me, to teach them how to not be shitty people, how to be good people. That's my attempt.
Well, I'm trying to help you here. I'm trying to help you get to the root of your problems and the root of where you're.
What good is it? I'm already an evil person. These people already told me I'm evil. They already make me feel bad. They already just say I deserve death. I agree with their assessment that I deserve death. How does that help me in any way?
Well, we can learn from you, right?
I'm just waiting to die. I'm just waiting.
What do you think of the concept of there are no shitty people or there are no bad people? There's only bad actions. What are your thoughts on that?
Then so what does that mean to me? How does that mean anything? How is that relevant to me?
Well, it provides a lot more hope for your future, doesn't it?
How do I have hope when people come in here and tell me, hey, you deserve death and kill yourself? How does that give me any hope? I agree that I should kill myself. I agree that I'm an evil person. I agree with their assessment. How does that give me hope?
Yeah, if you disagree with that statement, you'd be less likely to kill yourself. If somebody sent you a gun, you would be less likely to pull the trigger.
I do disagree with them. I think they're intellectually dishonest. I think but I still am willing to take their immoral judgment on me because my life, I don't care about my life. My life is over. I care about, like, for example, my dogs. I have dogs. I love them. I care about their lives. So I realize from the dogs, they're like my children, just like how I'd want my children to be raised, how I'd want them to be good and moral. That's why people always comment on my dog's behavior. They'll say my dog's behavior is so good. Like how dogs, you come up to dogs and they bark or they just are skittish and very unpredictable and people are uncomfortable around them. My dogs come up to you very casually and they're very nice and friendly. And people always comment on their good behavior. but that's because I want them to be good people. And I didn't realize that until looking back in hindsight. That's what I've always wanted, to learn how to be a good person, and I was never successful at it. So I gave up trying to be good, and I just focused on giving you guys who have hope advice for how to be good.
Well, the whole point is that we can learn from you, right? If we can figure out what went wrong in your life, we can not
So
repeat
you
the
can
same
figure it out.
mistakes.
That's exactly my point. That's very true. So I've tried to figure out, and I think I figured out in my life, not being accountable parents. So I've learned how to be an accountable parent through my dogs, through people. Like I'm teaching right now. An accountable parent teaches you what they believe, why they believe it, and how to accomplish that, how to commit to that belief. I think that's what I do in life. That's the only thing I do. People, how to say what they believe, why they believe it, and to commit to that belief. And I think that'll make you a good person. Because in practice, you know, after my historical badness, my bad past, from that point forward, that's all I've been doing. And that's why I've been getting a totally different. That's why people like talking to me. That's why people comment on how good my dogs are. That's why people ask me for life advice, etc. Because I believe I've found the way. I think there's a validation that I have found the good way to live in life.
How responsible do you think you are for your past actions, as opposed to responsibility laying on your parents and your?
The most responsible I could be. I've done both things, which is accept the judgment of death. That's the most responsible thing. And the other responsible thing is I've taught people I've taught people how to not end up like me, which is to tell you what I've written in the book. I think that's the most responsible course of action of all. What is more responsible than that, other than carrying out the sentence of death? What would be more responsible beyond that?
If I can clarify what I meant by responsibility, you understand the fact that you made those decisions of your own volition, given
yes. Okay,
your
because
upbringing, things
I
like
deserve
that.
death. I agree with that. Now what?
But are you going to make those decisions in the future? Those same decisions?
Didn't I? Have you been listening? Please don't talk to me right now. I hate when people lie to me, because I just explained everything you're asking me, and you asked me basically to explain myself all over again. And it's already, you evil people already make me feel guilty. I feel guilty enough. I feel guilty enough. I feel guilty enough. And you just continue to want to make me feel guilty. I already feel guilty. I don't know what else to do, you evil people. Make me feel good. I already feel guilty my whole life. Make me feel good, you moral people. You can't do it.
I can't make you feel good. Only you can make you feel good.
No, I can't. I've been trying my whole life, and I've been unsuccessful. I guess it's your turn to help me, isn't
There's
it?
no right. But happiness comes from within. I can't give it to
Great.
you.
Make me feel happy. I don't know how to do it, so now I'm stuck, right?
I just told you I can't. I can't do it for you, right?
Then you're useless to me. Go away.